We got another cop video. But this time, I think somebody's undercover. When corrupt cops regret messing with the wrong people. Here we go. Wait, that's Warren Sapp.
Cops are meant to uphold
the hell,
but some abuse their power.
Act like I don't know my football grades. That's Warren Sapp.
Or unlawfully detaining innocent people. Today
Excuse
we're
me?
looking at cases where corrupt officers mess with the wrong people and face the consequences.
So we're going to see what the federal court got to say about it.
Okay. You have that right?
Oh, absolutely I do.
On February 24th, 2024, the Garden of Eden Foundation held a charitable event at which hundreds of people drove high-end cars to support the cause. During the rally, an Okeechobee sheriff's deputy pulled over one of the participants.
I got you going 63. It's a 35 through town. All you guys are hauling ass down the road because you got your scammers.
Sorry, did
you know
I?
what y'all are doing.
No, I didn't.
You got your license?
Oh.
Her license?
Yeah, her license too. I'm requiring everybody in the car.
Oh.
Going 63 in a 35 mile an hour zone.
They on their ass. They on their ass.
As for the blue Lamborghini right in front of you and the other one that just pulled in, these other cars, I don't know how fast they were going.
She admitted that on camera.
Stay in the car.
Whoa.
10 minutes, the female deputy wrote a speeding ticket and went over to give it to the driver. However, by this time, a massive crowd had assembled, and among them was former NFL Hall of Fame and Super Bowl champion Warren Sapp.
Alright, move here. Alright, I'm giving you a citation, okay? 63 and a 35. That's unacceptable, man. That's almost double the speed limit. Alright?
You're part of the rally.
I understand. You can be part of the rally or you can live in town. I completely understand, but going almost double the speed limit's a little unacceptable.
No, like you said, he goes faster speed over there. And
Three, you can take it to court. I don't mind going to court. It's my job. Alright?
so is this the point?
Yeah.
Here's what you can expect to pay.
They got camera views from every angle. Everybody and their mama was out there.
Only ever told me the price.
Unless you want to fight it, you're more than welcome to. Alright? But it's a $248 ticket.
Unless you want to fight me.
This is points, though, right?
But if you do the traffic school, it takes the points off. Okay?
So I have a clean license, right?
It doesn't matter. I understand
Kind
that.
of worth
Like
at
I
least the
said,
consideration.
with the
There's
amount
not many of us.
with the amount of traffic, I'm trying to educate you, man. And with the amount of traffic that's coming through town,
63 is not double 35.
The law gentleman got
63
this.
is what I got.
Warren finally appeared, rejecting the ticket given to the individual.
Ain't wrong.
When the stop is over, he can say anything he wants, but these dumb cops are about to escalate the situation.
Whoa!
Take it to court because it's all about okay, but you're almost double. Okay, but you're going over the speed limit.
I got that, but you
Okay.
said doubling the speed limit.
Okay.
You didn't double the speed limit.
Okay, well I got it.
You're exaggerating.
Okay, well I got it, and I wrote for what I got was 63. Okay, so I said what I said, but I didn't write him for double, did I? I wrote him for
No,
what I
but
got.
what you're saying is incorrect.
Well, just for future reference through this
You like to be correct, that's all.
time.
I'll stop and what? You guys have what? What you telling me to do what? Stop. What's me? Stop what?
Are you serious? What are you doing now? Going to jail today?
Say that shit.
Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
Obstruction is a physical thing.
Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
Obstruction is a physical thing. Would you like to go to jail?
The superstar was simply minding his business, exercising his constitutional right, but the officer, feeling their ego being bruised, did something shocking.
Yikes.
Obstruction is a physical thing. When did I do that
You're
physically?
obstructing her from doing her job.
What did I physically do? It's a physical action.
No, it's not either.
Obstruction is a physical action.
If you don't
Not
see me,
freedom of business. Not freedom of speech. You know, that's constitutionally protected, right? Yeah, that's right. What's your name, guys?
Salante, 588.
588.
If you don't let me your name during this investigation, that's obstruction. What's your name?
What's your name and badge number?
Coon Fair, 734. All right, 734. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll take that.
Just like that, Warren Sapp was arrested for obstructing official business and was handcuffed.
Bruh.
Blatant violation of rights was about to get even worse. The case progressed.
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? I'm listening. What am I being detained for? Please report. What am I being detained for?
We got cameras doing that. You
No, hey, is it rolling?
Everything's rolling, yep. Audio, video,
You
recording.
ain't gotta hold me that hard, brother. I'm right there. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm just standing here. Why you gotta grab me like that? What am I being detained for?
I'll explain that in a second, sir.
No, this is affecting an arrest.
Detain me.
No, you're applying force right now.
No, I'm not.
You still ain't asked about the detainment, sir.
You're being detained, and I'll answer that. Just for what are you detaining?
Hold on. No. Wait. This gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. You need some tape, don't you? Here you go. You know this is force, right? 1983 lawsuit. Defamation of rights under the color of law. I haven't done anything. Not a thing.
Turns out, Warren knows far more about the law than these incompetent officers. They had no reasonable articulable suspicion for the arrest, and they still did not know who they had just taken into custody.
Hold on. He's gonna answer that for us, right, officer? You know it's illegal for you to watch him do this. Yeah, I am. Right? This is force. Absolutely. What am I being detained for?
Until I can get your name, that's what we're going to do.
What am I being detained for? Hold on. You didn't explain it. What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for?
Okay, I was talking.
No, I'm asking. What am I being detained for? I can resist the unlawful arrest, but I'm not. On Supreme Court, I have handcuffs on me. You haven't told me why am I being
Know your laws, ladies and gentlemen.
I just say right here, I'm not being detained. I'm just standing here. Why would I get out of your car?
Because I'm surrounded by about 20, 30, 40
It's a safe situation. Ain't nobody doing anything.
Obstruction requires a physical act, but these officers tried to twist Warren's freedom of speech into an obstruction charge. These tyrants desperately need a refresher on the Constitution.
50% of the US is using an ad block already. With high ad block, visit your favorite websites and watch ad.
Talking to two other
It's
officers.
fucking Warren Sapp. Oh.
I'm not getting in that car. Why am I getting in that car?
Oh.
Get back!
Damn.
That's all I want to know.
Sit down!
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down!
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down!
That's you?
You have anything in your pockets?
I don't consent to any searches.
Well, you are detained.
I am being detained for what? Where's the supervisor? Please, no, I'm good, right? You told me to sit. You told me to sit, I'm going to sit.
Stand up.
You told me to sit, I'm going to sit.
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please? Stand up. Can I get a supervisor, please?
It is mandatory for the police officers to call for a supervisor when asked. However, these dumb cops even ignored this request as they went on to lock him up in the back of a police cruiser.
Stand up.
Brother, I don't consent to any searches.
You are detained.
For what?
Because you have trouble.
I know, for what?
Incident to arrest. Incident to arrest.
What is that? What is that? You said I'm being detained. I'm asking you, why am I being detained? Can I get a
already
supervisor?
told you why.
Why?
You have
Because I didn't give you my name?
You need to give
You
us
said
a
because I
name.
didn't know. I don't.
Yes, you do.
I have the right to
When
remain
I ask you
silent.
to leave
Sir.
and move back, and you do not. Yes.
Bro.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
Supervisor,
All right, you're under arrest.
Supervisor,
You are under arrest.
I'm in the car. I'm already in the
Hey, right.
Stand up.
What?
I'm already in the car, sir. Can I get a
Stand up.
supervisor?
I need to
Can I
search
get
your
a
pockets.
supervisor, please? Can I get a supervisor, please? Can I get a supervisor?
This is crazy.
Hi, brother. What's going on, man?
I asked him, why am I being detained?
Nobody give me his name. That's obstruction.
Eventually, a sergeant arrives and calmly speaks with Warren, even allowing him to search. But it is only then that another officer finally recognizes who he is.
That's Warren Sapp.
I don't have any weapons.
You have his camera? I gave you. Oh, good. That'll be evidence.
Wow.
That seat's annoying, sorry.
I did nothing for nobody.
Wow.
It's alright. Just let it all go. Whose car is this? I don't know. This is my car.
You know who he is? That's Warren Sapp. That's Warren Sapp. Okay, well, he wouldn't give me her. Yeah, that's Warren Sapp.
Like, yeah, what is y'all doing? You stupid ass, y'all about to get us all over the damn news. And here we is.
If a well-known celebrity is treated poorly like this, you can only guess how ordinary normal
This is
citizens
crazy.
are treated by these officers in this country. A female officer then escorts him to the police station.
Now, you're not gonna let me speak to the supervisor.
I've just tried.
He's not.
Okay, I was told.
You said what?
I was told to take you. I was told to take
You
you.
said what?
You already spoke to that guy. Okay.
What is my charge? What is my charge? Please.
696.
I'm observing my government official at work, and they arrest me for obstruction. I asked the question.
You did, and I'm just transporting you.
Give me your name. My name.
You don't have to, and that's fine.
That's what he arrested. That's what he grabbed me for, baby.
Okay, well, you were also doing at that
I
point.
ain't giving you my name.
Me.
No. We was just having a discussion about you saying go.
Okay, and I wrote him
Wasn't
for.
go. That's all. I mean, that was an easy discussion.
And it was, and I told you, but then you kept going. Okay.
Now, it's good to see that the former Super Bowl champ knows his rights and is also vocal about them. The officer who arrested him should be fired. Blatant abuse of power.
I am, absolutely. And you want to know what law I enforce? Okay. And what happened after you?
What law did I break?
Cool, but I wrote him for what he went. And then the arresting officer. Okay. All right.
Something wrong.
I'm arguing for. Okay.
Did y'all stop that body cam?
This is still rolling.
No, mine.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to use that. I don't want to mess with it. Come here, bud. Right.
I just asked what law.
I know, right there.
That's all I asked. What law?
Thank God these is always rolling.
Are you gonna give me your name or no? Okay. He's not gonna give a name, so put him in a cell until he wants to give you a name.
And at this point, the officers now...
Bro! What? The dude at the scene literally just told y'all as a collective who that is. Oh, they doing all this. Oh, I hope he sued the hell out of their ass, bro. I hope he sued the pants off these motherfuckers.
Realized who they arrested. The same sergeant who initially refused to talk to Warren now rushed into the detention center in order to speak with him.
I just got paid $60,000 for my car crash from using this app on my
Hey.
phone. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's called...
Go subscribe. We don't want these ads no more.
Realizing their huge mistake, these cops were now scrambling to fix it.
I'm not going to argue with you.
No, definitely not gonna argue with you.
You'll have your day in court. I understand that. So,
No, because I just had my rights violated. Your officer says to me, do you want to go to jail? First thing he said out of his mouth to me. I said, excuse me? What's your name? So I laughed. Because I do have the right to remain silent, right? I have the right, 4th and 5th Amendment right now.
yes, you absolutely have a right to remain silent. But you don't have the right to interject yourself into an investigation.
He didn't do that.
Yeah, were you in the vehicle that had been stopped?
No, sir.
No.
I mean, his body cam was on and everything, right?
Correct.
That's all I need. All the officers that was there, body cam and all that good stuff. And
Yeah, it'll all be in there. And,
the 1983 deprivation of rights, my 1st, my 4th, and my 5th.
Warren quickly called out the officer's mistake, leaving him fumbling
Damn.
with pathetic excuses. Somehow, people attending a charity event were considered threatening. The former NFL star wasn't going to let go of this without a fight, and he made his intentions very clear to the sergeant. A massive lawsuit was headed their way, and they knew it. Shortly after, Warren was released and the charges were dropped, all thanks to his celebrity status. Despite this, he filed a civil rights lawsuit, demanding $20 million in damages from the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office. As the lawsuit begins, we hope that the corrupt deputy
Show me
who
my
arrested
money.
Warren will also be held accountable. Now moving on, here's another instance where an officer was owned as she messed with the wrong auditor.
You claim to defend women, and I feel like now you're harassing me.
In December of 2024, First Amendment Auditor Leroy visited the
Leroy Jenkins.
Union City Police Department to investigate allegations of nepotism.
Oh, that was a dope ass shot.
Permit. Wasting no time, he directly confronted the police chief's wife.
Some questions for Michelle Zerone there. Can I ask her? I need to ask her some questions. Ask some questions. Good you get the body cam out for that. And some questions about, number one, the gun permit situation. Now, you're married to Chief Puccini, and is that correct?
So do you want a gun application form on how to do it?
Well, I want to know what kind of collusion. But this is absolutely work related. I want to know if you're in collusion with your husband on who to give permits to, or who. Hold on, I'm not done talking. Who to give gun permits to, and who to deny gun permits to.
You claim to defend women, and I feel like now you're harassing me.
Oh, so now you're a sergeant, police sergeant, and you just said because you're a woman, you're a police sergeant. I don't look at you as a woman or a man. I look at you as a police sergeant.
Michelle Zerone, the police chief's wife, wasted no time playing the victim card, trying to paint herself as
She
a
said
victim
the
of
victim
harassment
card.
by the auditor.
So listen, she just pulled female harassment, because I'm asking her a question of nepotism and possible collusion between her and her husband when it comes to gun permits.
Yeah, I'll give it to try it online and see how it works.
I already have people.
Go through the state police.
No, I
Yeah, she said, try if you want to, nigga.
No, I don't want it. I already have people who have told me, and they're alleging that you're in collusion with your husband, Chief Anthony Puccini. This is Sergeant Michelle Zerone Puccini. That you're in collusion with him, and you decide who's going to get them and who does it together, which is a major conflict of interest.
Leroy made some bold claims.
Hey, Leroy ain't wrong now, Leroy.
And Michelle's reaction spoke volumes. Corruption was likely happening in the department. Instead of answering, she chose to walk away.
All right, so what was her name? The woman that had an argument with you and you got really upset and you told your husband to remove her from the record room? There was someone in the record room here that I was told was just that you just had removed because you had a mean girls fight with them.
Is there anything else I can help you?
Well, that's my question.
Okay, then that's not work related.
Of course it work related. It's someone who is in this office working with you. So can you believe that she walks away and she's a coward like her husband? And then she just pulled this out of thin air. Disgusting.
yo, this man look crazy. Yeah. He like the penguin.
She needs to go. Chief Puccini needs to resign. Sergeant Michelle Zerone Puccini needs to resign. The corruption here is so deep. And of course, Mayor Brian Sapp needs to resign.
As if walking away wasn't enough, the cowardly officer pressed the panic button, summoning police backup, all because of a guy with a camera.
Her as a female, I had a question for her. And she says, oh, you say you support women. You're harassing me. You're harassing the female. No, you're a police officer. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I'm asking you questions as part of your duty. Hey, did they call the whole gang up here now? Hey.
I don't know. That's how you doing, all right?
Good. Hey, good.
So if it's anything having to do with the record,
I'm a liar.
I will help him. But if he's gonna come here and harass me, then I don't.
That's not harassment.
Yo.
Sergeant.
Is it about business?
Absolutely, it's about business. Of course it is. I'm an investigative journalist, and so I'm not gonna get into it with you, but I had. Very, very good questions. I needed answers as to that there's allegations that her and Puccini, they collude. And Puccini, let me see this logo. You all see this video.
One of the responding officers happened to be a good friend of Leroy's and knew he was a serious journalist. Leroy made his case, making it clear that he had done nothing wrong.
So there's an absolutely relevant business here. And for her to claim harassment is disgusting. I mean, it's just absolutely off the wall. And she's trying to play this harassment card now. So that shows me she's hiding things, obviously. Otherwise, she would have just answered. She could say, this never happened. Even though I've had a number of people come to me and say that they've unlawfully denied gun permits because of the collusion and conflict of interest between Sergeant Zerone Puccini and Chief Puccini. They do it together.
For some apparent reason, their applications aren't getting the attention that they deserve?
Yeah, because they're in collusion with each other. No, I'm going to honor you because I believe the office is just closed, so I'm going to honor that. So I was done. I mean, I was leaving, but when I saw you all here,
And if you want to, next time, there's other girls there that can help you out.
well, but
And they're competent, they're really good.
right, but she's the one who has the answer because she's the one that comes to corruption. So I'm not going to ask someone else in there about her corruption. I'm going to ask her.
But she might be, in her field,
She's not, you're not Phoenix police. She's not Phoenix police. She's a public official, and I have a right to ask her if she's a journalist.
The officer sided with Leroy, refusing to make any unlawful arrest or trespassing charge and calmly let him
Good
go.
officer.
Meanwhile, Michelle shut down the office and locked herself inside, hiding from the embarrassment. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw corrupt and power-hungry officers mess with the wrong people and then instantly regret it. These thugs thought that they could get away with anything. They were completely exposed and are now facing some hefty lawsuits. Next time, they will think twice before trying to trample over
Goofy mans. Hey man, if you made it this far into the video, go ahead and drop a 7 into the comments so I know that you made it this far into the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it helps the channel grow. So we ain't get it. It helps the channel grow so we don't see ads no more. You'll probably like this video up here or down here. I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.
We gon' leave here what we came with. Nintendo 64, we ain't switching on the same shit. And packs on the track, sound like I'm speaking Spanglish. Send my jeans, and I promise ain't no Wranglers. 19 on me like I Georgia swap with Debo.